Okay. So listen, everything is like just about everything you need to know is online. It's look in the itinerary, and then the next tab has the bus list and the rooming lists, and they're basically what you requested. The rooming lists are what you requested, or if you didn't request, we put you in one. The bus lists are essentially what you requested, and it's what it is. Let me know if you have a deep concern, okay? But I'm pretty much it's going to be fine. And then everything else is just what's the story with tomorrow morning?
7:30.
You need to be there 7:30, right? You're not obligated to check in with any teacher. If you have to hand in something tomorrow, get here early and get it in. Be here by 7:30. Yeah. Just come. Oh, with all your stuff. You should be. I think you got to go in the front at that time. They're going to give me all sorts of troubles. Your suitcases aren't like this, are they? What? What? Yeah. The amount of work I'm going to have to do to get those doors open and the issues with all those. I can check with the security guards. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. What you'll work best. Chaperones just need to be here 7:30. They go in the bubble first and just say we're going down the chaperone. Yes, thank you. Any other quick questions about the trip? You got it. Why are we missing all these people? What's going on?
I usually conference here, but the conference, and I was told he didn't.
That's all.
Music. So.
Yeah.
I'll be back when he actually.
Oh, well, then you go back where your seat is.
I forgot my binder.
Let him use your music. You can't you share it? It's fine. Okay, let's go. Dom, I want you to listen, and Aruni, I want you to listen and enjoy it. Just listen and be ready for me to interrogate you afterwards. Can you write down little notes on things that you experience in these pieces that we play? Just write down a few words here and there so you can jog your memory when I say, what are your thoughts? Okay. Left hand, wiggle. Not too short, no. Don't wait for the sound. All right. We can fix a lot of these. Yes. It's different the two times.
Yeah, you correctly changed it at 21, not at 21, but in that section.
Yeah.
You change it.
All right. Do at 30 what you do at 21 for all of you. Is that a discrepancy in other sections? It's the same spot. Do the bowing at 30 that you did at 21. Is it different in the second violence? Is it already changed in your parts? Then all of you should be marking your parts right now, including the one on the floor. All parts marked. Heroes, what about you? Is it the same or is it different? Between 21 and 30. It's the same? What about you? 21 and 30. First violence. Answer my question. Is it different between 21 and 30, the bowing, or not?
It's the same.
It's the same both times.
Yeah.
Are you? No, it's the same bowing.
It needs to be the same bowing. So
Yeah,
30
we changed
needs to
it
be
now.
like 21. We all good? Is that clear?
This was down. It's down up.
Okay. All right. This is what we're not doing. We're not doing good dynamic contrast like we could. We're dragging in tempo because we're not, as a collective, we're not really watching. We're waiting too much to hear the sound around us, and we're relying on that, over-relying on that. And then we have to work out some of these transitions that we started, that we did a lot of work on 2 days ago and didn't catch it all today. So let's go back to the beginning. Come on, guys. We're better than what you just did. I don't care that we're missing 4 people. You can play without that. Oh, focus. Come on, right here. Watch. Your articulation is your power. When you get super quiet, you get shorter. And it'll just, everything will be right if you do that. As you get quiet, your tendency is to do what with the tempo in general? Yeah, so don't drag. And then don't drag when we get to 21. It drags. Don't let it drag. You should open the first 2 measures, cello, viola, bass, at like mezzo piano, and then you come down as they enter to acknowledge that the melody is here. Write something in your parts so that that happens. All of your parts, write something. Write less at the double bar. And I know there's the other dynamics in there, but just write less from the opening. And I know the second time it's less. Make sure you have a note to yourselves. I can't say it again. Do the right rhythm in measure 3. And exaggerate it because it still sounds almost triplety. Okay, here we go. You didn't all get that pianissimo moment. The audience should, they should, if there's a video on them, it would be this. That you cause them to do that. That's the effect. See my face too? All that should happen. They don't even know what's happening. They're listening, all of a sudden. If that doesn't happen, you're not doing your jobs. All of you have to think ahead, you have to plan ahead. You can't just like I'm good, everything's good, I'll listen to the sounds around me and make my adjustments after the fact. No, we don't do that in here. We process as we play, and all will be good with the world. You do. I don't want to hear this. I'm tired of it. And you know what I'm going to do now. If you don't, then you're not paying attention. I don't want... And yes, I exaggerated. You're not that bad. But you're close. You're going along and you're like... Sorry, it's going to be really bad. That's not what I want. The up, it's not designed up. It's not... It's not minuet 2, 3, or 1. It's... That's what we're going for. With better vibrato, better intonation, and for real violinists. Okay. Bar before 21. Stay mezzo piano. Stay. Even here, stay. Now. Stay mezzo piano. Left hand, active musically, engage. Okay, it's not going to be that much, it's not, but I knew I didn't have you the first time. This time was a lot better. Your face expression says a lot about what's going on inside of your body. You are not your biggest critic when you're performing this stuff. You have 15% critic going at all times, but it needs to be completely masked by the time we perform. It's gotta be there. If we have no critic and we're all going willy-nilly on the music, like random stuff's gonna happen, that's not gonna be pretty for the world, right? So you need 15% critic, but it can't be in any way noticeable to anyone around you, most specifically yourself. You cannot make faces when you play, and you cannot be like, well, I'm going to be careful here. Like, you have to be free. So 85% of you needs to be like, this is it. And the 15% is just there as your conscience to just steer. And maybe sometimes you can go to 10 or 5 or even 1 or 0.1%. Maybe, if you're like so comfortable and you're like, so we got this. This is a great section. I'm going to go all in, minus 0.1, right? I would say the average should be between 10 and 15% critic. The rest is feel best. Go for it. Enjoy. Take in the world as you're playing and entertain them, whoever they may be. That's where we got to go here. But the 15% for now, maybe 20% for now, because there's things we need to be thinking about. But that's what we spend our whole time doing, all year, all last year, all the previous year, is getting yourself so comfortable, having your brain be a part of the process while you're expressing. Is getting that to a point where that is complete second nature and you are just masterful. But masterful both through an intellectual level and ultimately by just like pouring your hearts out. But you've got to have that thought process there to steer. But ultimately, it's about pouring your hearts out when you're playing, right? And that's what we're going for Saturday. Making sense, kind of? Like I want all of you to tap in deeper on that level, the level of like, how can I communicate better with the people in my section, and therefore, as a result, with the audience and my conductor. That's okay. Bar before 21. It's better. It's coming along. It is. Well, I'm going to do it for real this time, going into measure 20, rehearsal 23. It's just a slight expansion, right? We're talking about ba ba bum bum bum, ba 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 bum bum ba bum. Just watch me there. You'll see, violas. You kind of set us up for that. Okay, bar before 21. Right there, yeah. Right there. That's a moment. We're gonna. So violas, we're gonna expand that. The F sharp to C. We're gonna have everyone at the dress rehearsal. Like all state kids are gonna be there. They weren't at first, but I was able to work it out. So they're all gonna be there. So these little adjustments, they'll latch onto you. If you're all doing it, they'll just be like, okay, that's what we're doing, and it'll take 2 seconds to get them in. Right in that moment, the setting up, and you should all have mezzo piano on that downbeat, which is 5 before 27. Do you have that mezzo piano changed? I changed it in most of your parts. Did I change it in all your parts? Basis, is it in yours? 5 before 27. Is it mezzo piano? I might not have. I don't think I changed it in yours. Can you mark it in there, please? Okay. So we're gonna. It's just we're gonna take a slight amount of time going into 5 before 27. Slight. You'll see. It's very natural. It's very organic. Let's go back. 25. We have to keep tempo, and that's a lot on your shoulders. So boom, boom. What's this period end? Okay. Let's go. Let's go from, in 24, and the measure before, can't slow down, like, that has to move, has to have a nice pulse, and then when we put our bows to the strings at 22, you already have your bows, but it's a different style, and it might move forward, like, this isn't necessarily metronomic pulse. Like, watch all the motions. Because we're gonna, the more comfortable you get, the more license you give me to kind of really interpret this piece. And we're like on the verge of really being able to do something special. Okay? So let's go from, we're gonna hit that another day. That stuff, the stuff at 24. Let's go from 2 before 25. That's going to take time. I just said it. Watch, and if you watch, you'll do the right thing. 26, everyone feels we need more. Bar before 26. Here you go. You'll see it should just happen. Take that measure. 6 before 27. 6 before 27. Yeah, and violas inside your shoulder so to like make that a musical. Okay. 26, everyone with the bar before, and the violas 1. It's changing movements. Come on. Keep your sound. Keep your sound first. Tempo, eyes, steer with them. Anything else really is on the bridge. I don't want to. tomorrow morning. Be in the lobby at 7:30. Instruments, we're bringing your music stands. You're not bringing them. Don't worry about music stands.
Which lobby?
We're not bringing your music stands. We're bringing music stands for you.
Wait, so do we have to walk across the school with our room?
I wrote all this in your thing. Check. Go on and look at the You're keeping your instruments with you. You're all getting your own seats. But you have your instruments and bags with you. Cellos have special things attached. Just go look on the thing. Add to basics. It's written out for you on the itinerary and the other sheet.
No, Johnny, we should just make a seat for our stuff and a seat for our
Basics you can use. School basics and school basics.
all of you what? I'm gonna do my business project. I have to design Ben and Jerry's flavor that promotes activism for a certain brand.
Activism? Chocolate?
Maybe. It's about like animal abuse. But it's a Ben and Jerry's.
Animal abuse.
For my business project, I'm designing a Ben and Jerry's ice cream flavor about animal abuse.
Just make it vegan.
I
I'm like, there's like
I think
all
all
dog, have it be dog meat ice cream.
What if it counts?
Dude, I meant like vegan milk, like as in.
Do you guys like my shirt?
Oh.
Actually, it's from Keegan, I need you to pick out my outfits. Hi, Jack.
Tiny human colony. Yeah, he's not great at cross country.
You want to put that away and then I'll come back. I'll write it to you. Where are you going? Okay, I'll write it to you. What is
He's trying to keep him colony. Alexander Rennick.
But was he one of the? Was he like the 5 guy or something?
I mean, yeah, no, his 5 was only 16:30, and he ran at Queensberry. So he's not a great cross country runner.
Was
But
that-
800 was 202 as a junior.
Oh, that was like at the end of the.
Yeah.
That was at the end of the whole.